Today we are going to find out if we can turn this season around or if we're going to be wrapping up season 4 in this episode. Welcome back to my Houston Texans franchise rebuild here on Madden 22. Last season we went 11-5. We were the 7th seed in the playoffs and made it all the way to the Super Bowl before losing to the Packers. This year we are 4-7. It has been a very disappointing year, and I am hoping that we can maybe turn it around in this episode. And really the only upgrade we have right now is Brian Tyson. We're going to upgrade his deep threat. He is now a 97 with the current boost that he has. Gets +1 to awareness, catch in traffic, change of direction, 3 to deep route, and 1 to spin move. Also, I forgot to show this in the last episode. We now know Sammy Cooper's dev trade, and he is a star dev trade. And I'm going to try to lock up Davon Hamilton for the next 2 seasons. And it looks like he will re-sign. Right guard Garrett Barnett has also signed a 2-year contract to stay with us. Ramondre Stevenson has signed a 2-year extension to stay with us. And rookie free safety Alex Van Dijk has signed to stay with us. He was a 3rd round pick that someone cut, and I was able to pick him up as a free agent, so obviously he was only on a 1-year contract, but now he is locked in for the next 2. And then the last player we will sign this week is backup middle linebacker Josh Favors. He was one of the first players I drafted. He has developed into a pretty solid backup, and he is locked in for, I believe, the next 3 years, yeah. But before we jump into today's game, let's take a look at Seattle's depth chart. Starting at quarterback is still Russell Wilson, who is now an 84 overall. At running back is a 75 overall Alfonso Page. At wide receiver, they have a 99 overall DK Metcalf, followed by an 80 overall Tyler Lockett. And even though he's in like his 11th year, he still has 91 speed, and he's backed up by a 90 speed receiver Don Charles, who is a 70 overall. At tight end, they have a 79 overall Gerald Everett, left tackle's a 79, left guard's an 80, center's a 73, right guard is a 73, and right tackle is an 81. At defensive end, they have a 79 overall. At the other defensive end, they have an 87 overall Marcus Davenport. At defensive tackle, they have a 78 and a 71. At left outside linebacker, they have a 74 Jaden McCrary. I about said McCray. Middle linebacker is Anthony Walker Jr., who is 76 overall. Right outside linebacker is Nick Esparza, who's a 77. At defensive back, they have DJ Reed and CJ Henderson, who are both 81 overall. At free safety, they have a 73 overall Cameron Bynum. And at strong safety, they have a 95 overall Jamal Adams. Houston will start with the ball at the 25-yard line. And on the first play, Spitzer hands it to Miles Sanders, who gets the first down and still going into Seattle territory. And finally will get chased down and forced out of bounds at the other 25. And Lamar Boswell was hurt on the play, but we start with a huge gain. On the next play, it is 1st and 10 from Seattle's 25. We go right back to Miles Sanders up the middle, and Sanders gets another decent gain, this one for a gain of 7. 2nd and 3, Spitzer under center from the 18. We'll drop back to pass, and on his first throw, he will find Donald Parham to the 10-yard line for an 8-yard gain. Now 1st and goal for Spitzer from the 10. He takes the snap. He's going to throw again, and he's going to get sacked on the play back at the 20-yard line by Marcus Davenport. 2nd and goal. Spitzer going under center from the 20. We'll take the snap, and it'll be a play action to Ramondre Stevenson. He stands in the pocket. He's got some time, and now he's going to the end zone. That will be knocked out of the air, intended for Brian Tyson. That leads to 3rd and goal from the 20, thanks to the sack earlier. And Spitzer out of shotgun, just going to need to go to the end zone. He is under pressure. He throws downfield. That will be caught in. Into the end zone is Miles Sanders from 20 yards out. Houston will take a 7-0 lead. Now Seattle starts at the 25. Wilson in shotgun will give it to their running back, and they will not start with a huge run. They lose 1. 2nd and 11 from the 24. Wilson in shotgun. He will take the snap, stand in the pocket. He's under pressure, and he will be sacked on the play back at the 17-yard line by Davon Hamilton. 3rd and 18 from the 17-yard line for Seattle. Wilson will take the snap out of shotgun, and he goes downfield to a wide open man, and Tyler Lockett will have the first down, I believe. No, he will not. They rule it 4th and inches. Even though that ball looks like it's completely over the marker, they will punt it back to Houston. And we will field this at about the 15-yard line, and Cameron Glass gets planted at the 19. All right, I don't really have a feel for the offense today because they started with a huge run, and then all Spitzer had to do is complete like 2 passes. But now 1st and 10, Spitzer will pass on 1st down, go to the outside, caught by Floyd Bryan, and he's out of bounds at the 27. After a short run from Miles Sanders, it is 3rd and 1, and Spitzer takes the snap to pass to the outside. That is caught and out of bounds as Michael Gallup at the 33. 1st and 10 for Houston now. Spitzer all alone in the backfield will take the snap. stand in the pocket, and go over the middle and miss Robert Tonyan. 2nd and 10 for Spitzer in the offense here from the 33. He takes the snap, it's a quick pass out to Tonyan, he makes the catch, and Tonyan has the first down and brought down to the 47-yard line, a gain of 13. Now Spitzer goes under center from the 47. Sanders in the backfield. He drops back to pass and goes downfield. That is caught by Brian Tyson deep into Seattle territory down to the 32. After a couple runs from Miles Sanders, it is now 3rd and 6. Spitzer out of shotgun. He's going deep down the right side. That is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Michael Gallup. And we take a 14-0 lead. Where was this offense all season? This is the offense I expected to see all year, and now they show up in week 13. But Seattle comes back out for their next drive, and on 1st and 10, he will find his tight end on the outside for the first down and a gain of 11. A 1-yard gain from Alphonso Page would then set up 2nd and 9 for Seattle. Wilson out of shotgun, takes the snap. He's stepping out of the pocket, goes downfield, and that will be intercepted. I think that's Grant Delpit who's breaking a tackle and brought down to the 30-yard line. I would definitely say the Texans came to play today. 1st and 10 from the Seattle 30-yard line. Spitzer under center. Will hand off to Sanders, who breaks a tackle and is brought down after a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9. Spitzer in shotgun from the 29-yard line. He takes the snap. It's a blitz. He goes downfield. That's caught by Tyson. First down inside the red zone. 1st and 10. Spitzer going under center. Ramondre Stevenson in the backfield. That's where they go with it. Stevenson up the middle is leveled by Jamal Adams. A couple plays later, and it is 3rd and 7 for Houston from the 14-yard line. About 2 minutes to go here in the first. Looking to capitalize off the interception. Spitzer stands in the pocket. He's got some time to throw. He's got a lot of time to throw. His offensive line is playing amazing right now. He's still standing back there in the pocket. Finally moving around, throws on the run to the end zone, caught and knocked out of his hands. I think that was Brian Tyson who almost had the touchdown. So we bring on Harrison Butker for the 31-yard field goal try, and the Texans will take a 17-0 lead. I almost forgot our mascot there for a second. Let's see how the defense does through simulation. They start with a 1-yard gain from Alphonso Page, and then an 8-yard gain from Wilson, so it sets up 3rd and 1. And he hits Gerald Everett for 5, so they keep the ball. 1st and 10, he throws it away. 2nd and 10, throws it away. And on 3rd and 10, he hits DK Metcalf for 27. And that would take us to the second quarter. They start the second quarter with a 1st and 10 and a 6-yard gain to Everett. 2nd and 4, 13 to Everett. They're at the 14-yard line. 1st and 10 for Seattle from the 14. Wilson going under center. Page in the backfield. He takes the snap, gives it to Page up the middle, and Alphonso Page, getting by all the defenders, is finally brought down at the 7. 2nd and 3. Wilson going back under center from the 7 this time. Page still in the backfield. That's where they go with it up the middle, and Alphonso Page will not get the first down. Now 3rd and 1 from the 5. Wilson under center. He will draw back to pass here. Under pressure, goes to the end zone, and a touchdown for Seattle. They make it 17-7. All right, let's see how Spitzer and the offense do through simulation here. 1st and 10, hits DJ Chark for 12. And then gets sacked by Max Rose for a loss of 5, bringing up 2nd and 15, and he throws it away. On 3rd and 15, he hits Brian Tyson for 25 into Seattle territory. Then gets a 5-yard run from Sanders. 2nd and 5, a 3-yard run from Spitzer. And on 3rd and 2, he hits Lamar Boswell for 6. So we will jump into this drive with about 6 minutes to go here in the first half. Spitzer from under center will hand off to Miles Sanders to the outside. Fights through a tackle, but is brought down for a loss of 1. Now 2nd and 11, Spitzer from under center. He takes the snap, and it's a play action to Sanders. He stands in the pocket, goes downfield, and that will be caught by Brian Tyson. Touchdown, Houston. Spitzer tosses, I believe, his 3rd touchdown this half. All right, let's see how the defense does this drive. 1st and 10, thrown away from Russell Wilson. 2nd and 10, 13 to Don Charles. Now 1st and 10, 5 from Alphonso Page. 2nd and 5, 21 to Don Charles. 1st and 10, throws it away. 2nd and 10. Knocked away by DeMarcus Lawrence, and then on 3rd and 10, he throws it away. So on 4th and 10, they make the field goal to make it 24-10. Let's see if Spitzer can get another touchdown this half. 1st and 10, throws it away. 2nd and 10, 9-yard rush from Sanders. 3rd and 1, 4 from Stevenson, so a new set of downs. 1st and 10, knocked away by Davenport. 2nd and 10, throws it away. 3rd and 10, throws it away. So on 4th and 10, we should punt it away. Seattle would take over at the 5 here, and on 1st and 10, they get a 6-yard gain to Jeremiah Pearman. 2nd and 4, 4 from Page, and that should set up 1st and 10, and it will. That would actually take us to the 2-minute warning. So now on 1st and 10, an 11-yard play to Tyler Lockett, a minute 38 to go in the half now. Dropped by Don Charles. 2nd and 10, 2 from Russell Wilson. And on 3rd and 8, DK Metcalf for 13. 1st and 10, DK Metcalf for 16 this time. And then Don Charles for 27 to put them in the red zone. Let's see if our defense can hold them out of the end zone here. 1st and 10. And he goes to the outside. That's caught by Lockett. Cuts up field and out of bounds inside the 5. 1st and goal. Wilson in shotgun from the 4 to try to make this a one-score game. Wilson steps up and will be sacked on the play by DeMarcus Lawrence back at the 13. 2nd and goal. They only have one timeout and the clock is running. Russell Wilson dances to the outside, goes downfield, and a touchdown for Seattle to Don Charles in the end zone. They make this 24-17. Seattle gets the ball to start this half, so let's see if they can tie the game up on this drive. From the 25, Wilson takes the snap and goes over the middle. That is off the head of DK Metcalf. Now 2nd and 10, Russell Wilson in shotgun. Looking to recover from that last play. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf, this time by his hands, not his head, for the 1st down. An 8-yard reception from Tyler Lockett would set up 2nd and 2. Now Wilson from under center, drops back to pass, under pressure, goes back across his body, but finds his man for the 1st down into Houston territory. Now 3rd and 8. Wilson in shotgun from the 43-yard line. He takes the snap, stands back in the pocket, steps up, throws downfield, an incomplete pass. I thought we had a chance to pick that one off, but that would lead to a 4th and 8, and they're going to try a 60-yard field goal here to try to make it a 4-point game. The kick is away, and it is no good, nowhere close. So now Spitzer and the offense get to take over at the 50-yard line. Let's see if they can make this a 2-score game here. 1st and 10, Spitzer pump fakes immediately and then throws over the middle, caught by Miles Sanders. He's got the 1st down and brought down at the Seattle 33-yard line. 1st and 10, Spitzer from under center takes the snap and a quick throw caught by Brian Tyson, and he's off to the races. He will be brought down inside the 5, down at the 1. 1st and goal from the 1. I were just handed to Ramondre Stevenson, but it looks like we're going to come out in shotgun with Sanders in the backfield. And Spitzer will drop back to pass. He is under pressure. Please don't get sacked. And of course you're going to get sacked. It's what you do best. Loss of 15. 2nd and goal from the 16-yard line. Spitzer out of shotgun will take the snap. And he goes over the middle of the field, caught by Sanders. And Miles Sanders will break tackles and get into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Spitzer throws his 4th touchdown today, if I can talk. Now Seattle comes out down by 2 scores. Let's see how they respond. He throws it away on 1st down. 2nd and 10, another throwaway. And on 3rd and 10, it's DK Metcalf for 11. So a new set of downs. Then he hits Metcalf for 19. 1st and 10, 5-yard rush from Page. 2nd and 5, 7-yard pass to Jacob Johnson to put them across the 35. On 1st and 10, DeMarcus Lawrence gets a sack for a loss of 8. On 2nd and 18, he hits Don Charles for 11. Let's jump in on this play. It is 3rd and 7, down by 2 touchdowns. They probably need to convert this to really help them here. And on 3rd and 7, he steps up trying to buy some time and throws it away to lead the 4th down. So they bring out their kicker one more time, this time for about a 46-yard field goal. Obviously a bit easier than a 60-yarder like they gave him earlier. And this one he will make to make it 31-20. All right, let's see what our offense can do through simulation now. 1st and 10, Spitzer throws it away. 2nd and 10. 9-yard pass to Tunyon. On 3rd and 1, knocked away by Jaden McCrary, so we will have to punt it away. Seattle takes over at the 27-yard line on 1st and 10, a thrown away pass. 2nd and 10, block it for 10, leads to 3rd and 1, and Alfonso Page gets the 1st down with a 3-yard gain. 1st and 10, another 3-yard rush. 2nd and 7, another 3-yard rush. And on 3rd and 4, it's DK Metcalf for 13. We are nearing the end of the 3rd quarter, and they will end it with another 3-yard rush from Page. So we now start the 4th quarter. It is 2nd and 7, and they hit DK Metcalf for 27 yards. I can only assume that Shelton Peterson is the main one on DK Metcalf, but it could also be Shaquille Griffin. Either way, he's a 99 overall. It's probably going to be a little hard to stop him, but it will be easier to stop Russell Wilson as Ross Blacklock gets the sack back at the 19. 2nd and 18 for Seattle now from the 19-yard line. About 10 minutes to go here in the game. Wilson takes the snap. He steps up in the pocket, hit as he throws, and that's incomplete. So on 3rd and 18 from the 19-yard line, they can technically get the 1st down. Handoff up the middle to Page, and Page tries to bounce it to the outside, but will get nowhere near the marker, and they will settle for a field goal try. But DeMarcus Lawrence is injured on our defense, and that could be huge. But now on 4th and 11, they send out their kicker for about a 30-yard field goal try to make this a 1-score game. The kick is away, and it is good. 2nd and 9, Spitzer in shotgun from the 26-yard line. He takes the snap, stands back in the pocket, looking to go downfield, and will finally let this one go and finds Brian Tyson running open into Seattle territory. 2nd and 6 from the 43-yard line after a 4-yard gain from Sanders. And they take the snap, hand off to Miles Sanders up the middle, and Sanders has, I think they're going to give him the first down at least. They would not. It is 3rd and inches, and Spitzer comes out under center. Sanders in the backfield. To try to keep this drive alive, he takes the snap, gives it to Sanders, and that will be the first down. A 2-yard rush from Cameron Glass would set up 3rd and 2 from the 27. Spitzer under center, Sanders in the backfield. That's where they go with it, and Miles Sanders has the first down to the 20-yard line, a gain of 7. 1st and 10. Spitzer in shotgun from the 20. 6 minutes to go in the game. And it's a throw over the middle, caught by Sanders, and inside the 5, fighting to the end zone, but will not get in, down at the 1. Well, I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure a sack is about to happen. In shotgun from the 1-yard line, 5:40 to go. Spitzer takes the snap, never mind, quick throw, touchdown Lamar Boswell, and Houston will take a 2-score lead. I also forgot what city we played for a second. So now down by 15, let's see what Seattle can do. 1st and 10, he throws it away. 2nd and 10, he throws it away. Let me guess, 3rd and 10, like 20 yards to Metcalf? No, 13 to Everett for the first down. 1st and 10, -2 from Page. 2nd and 12, 4 to Don Charles. And on 3rd and 8, he throws it away. On 4th and 8, they will go for it, and he throws it away. So Houston takes over at the 40-yard line. Spitzer will throw it away. 2nd and 10, another thrown away pass. 3rd and 10, throw it away 3 plays in a row, and on 4th and 10, Butker makes a 57-yard field goal to make it 41-23. So now Seattle comes back out with 4 minutes to go in the game, and they will start with a 16-yard pass to Page. 1st and 10, throws it away. 2nd and 10, 9 to DK Metcalf. 3rd and 1, he throws it away, so 4th and 1, they will go for it and get the first down, 21 yards to Gerald Everett. 2:48 to go in the game, 8-yard rush from Wilson. 2nd and 2, 11 to Everett. 1st and goal, he throws it away. 2nd and goal, 6-yard rush from Alfonso Page. And then that will take us to the 2-minute warning. So now on 3rd and goal, he throws it away. So 4th and goal, he hits Gerald Everett for a 4-yard touchdown. I imagine they will go for 2. They actually do not. They keep it an 11-point game. And they will attempt an onside kick here. The kick is away, and it is recovered by Houston. So as long as we can get a first down, they don't even have a shot at a miracle here. Now 3rd and 5. Seattle has burned 2 of their timeouts. If we can get a first down, that will be the ball game. Handoff to Sanders, and he will not get the first, so they will burn their last timeout. But we will send Harrison Butker out for about a 55-yard field goal, try to make it a 14-point game with 1:30 to go. The kick is away, and this is, I believe, no good, actually. 1st and 10, let's see what Seattle can do. From the 45, he goes over the middle. That's caught by Page and planted immediately. They will run no huddle. 2nd and 7, 1:10 to go in the game. They need an absolute miracle here. And Wilson going deep down the sideline. That is caught and brought in by DK Metcalf. Are you kidding me? How in the hell did he catch that? Now 50 seconds to go. Wilson drops back out of shotgun again. He steps up and goes deep down the right side, and that is incomplete. 2nd and 10. Wilson in shotgun from the 28. 46 seconds to go. He takes the snap out of shotgun. He steps up and goes downfield and misses his man. Now 3rd and 10 for Seattle from the 28-yard line. Wilson takes the snap out of shotgun yet again, and he's going to be under pressure, goes deep downfield to the end zone and just throws this one away. So they will send out their kicker for a 45-yard field goal, try to make this an 8-point game. The kick is away, and this is good, so I imagine they will now go for an onside kick. Seattle needs this to pull off a miracle, otherwise Houston can just run down the clock. There's the kick, and it is recovered by DJ Chark, and he is leveled to recover it, but Houston will escape with a victory. Final score 41-33. Our offense finally woke up, and at least for a game we watched. They've had a couple good simulation games, but this was the first time I feel like all season we've really seen the full potential of this offense, and Spitzer throws 5 touchdowns. It just may be a little too late, as we now improved to 5-7, and really to have a shot at the playoffs, we're going to have to win out. Looking at the final stats today, Joe Spitzer goes 21 of 34 for 321 yards and 5 touchdowns. Rushing-wise, Miles Sanders, 17 carries for 100 yards. Receiving-wise, Brian Tyson, 6 for 147 and a touchdown. Miles Sanders, 4 for 72 and 2 touchdowns. Lamar Boswell, 3 for 13 and a touchdown. And also Michael Gallup got 1 touchdown on 2 catches for 32 yards. Leading the team in tackles yet again was Jordan Brooks with 12. Shelton Peterson had 11. Tackles for loss, DeMarcus Lawrence had 2. Jordan Brooks had 2. And then Greenard, Blacklock, Hamilton, and Shelton Peterson all got 1. Sacks, DeMarcus Lawrence got 2 of them, and Davon Hamilton got 1, and Ross Blacklock got 1. and Grant Delpit got our 1 interception. Looking at Russell Wilson's stats, he goes 35 of 61 attempts for 450 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 pick. Rushing-wise, Alfonso Page, 17 for 49 yards. Receiving-wise, DK Metcalf absolutely carved us. 10 catches for 171 yards, no touchdowns. And then Gerald Everett, 9 for 88 and 2 touchdowns. And Don Charles, 6 for 89 and a touchdown. And after that game, Justin Reed has an upgrade, so we will upgrade his zone ability. I don't know why his morale is low right now, but with that upgrade, he only gets +3 awareness. So we jump to week 14, where we will be taking on the 7-5 New York Jets. I will be simulating this game, and honestly, depending on how many of these we win or lose in the next couple games I simulate, will determine if I just simulate to the end of the regular season. And we have won our 3rd game in a row as we absolutely dominate the Jets, 45-13. Joe Spitzer just had an absolutely ridiculous day, 29 of 36, 398 yards, and 6 touchdowns. He played like crap in the beginning of the year, and I guess he's now trying to make up for that. Rushing-wise, Miles Sanders goes 22 for 97. Receiving-wise, Michael Gallup, 5 for 126 and 2 touchdowns. DJ Chark, 10 for 111 and 2 touchdowns. And Brian Tyson, 6 for 85 and 2 touchdowns. Defensively, Sheldon Peterson led the team in tackles. Tackles for loss, DeMarcus Lawrence had 2, so I guess his injury wasn't too bad. He also had 2 sacks, and no one got a pick. Rookie quarterback Parker Cooks for the Jets goes 20 of 40 for 270 yards and 1 touchdown. Rushing-wise, Michael Carter goes 12 for 28 yards. Receiving, Marquez Callaway, 5 for 91, and Austin Hooper caught their 1 touchdown. Coach, your team was able to throw at will in your last win. You have to be excited about the offensive line's ability to keep the QB clean. I mean, I'm excited our quarterback has thrown 11 touchdowns in 2 games. Of course, they don't get enough credit for the job they do up front. It all starts with them, and they're a crucial part to the success of our passing game. I mean, that's true, but Spitzer was also playing like crap early on, and now he's thrown 11 TDs in 2 games. That's insane. DJ Chark had an upgrade. I just upgraded his deep threat, so he gets +1 to acceleration, awareness, deep route, medium route, and release. Bob Holliday also had an upgrade, so I upgraded his power ability, and he gets +1 to awareness, lead block, +2 to run block, +1 to run block power, and +1 to strength. And before we simulate this game, I just want to show you guys the playoff picture, because notice here the Colts are 7-6. They're 2nd in the division, and right now they are the 7th seed. So we are not far out of the playoffs here, as ridiculous as that sounds. And we managed to win a 4th game in a row. We defeat the Titans 23-20. Spitzer once again had a pretty good looking day, 27 of 50. Okay, that completion percentage isn't great, but he throws for 403 yards and 2 touchdowns. Rushing wise, Miles Sanders, 17 for 56. Receiving wise, DJ Chark, 8 for 129 and a touchdown. Brian Tyson, 5 for 75. Defensively, no one really had a ton of tackles. It looks like these 4 tied with 5 for the most. QB sacks, Jonathan Greenard got 1, DeMarcus Lawrence got 1, and Zach Bradham got 1. Interceptions, no one got any. And Baker Mayfield goes 10 of 28 for 161 yards and 1 touchdown. He had a horrible day. Derrick Henry, 16 for 122 and a touchdown. And receiving wise, AJ Brown, 4 for 54 and 1 touchdown. Back-to-back games without allowing a sack, and that has to be something earning those big guys up front a ton of praise in the locker room. Well, I mean, yeah, sure, absolutely. I'm always preaching to the guys about doing their job, and I think over these last 2 games, nobody on the team has done a better job than those guys up front. So are we about to get like a ton of experience for our guys? Entire offensive line earned 10,000 experience. Marquee QB matchup this week between Justin Herbert and Joe Spitzer. Who are you expecting to step up? I'm going to say the defense. It's funny because all the talk is about the QB battle, but they'll never be on the field at the same time. Games like this usually come down to whichever defense plays better, and I think that will be ours. I'm hoping that will be ours. We do have one new injury, and it's a big one. Sheldon Peterson is out for the next 3 games, which I believe is going to be the rest of the regular season. And our winning streak continues as we take down the Chargers 38-3 by scoring 38 unanswered points. I would definitely say we've turned this season around considerably. Spitzer did not have a ridiculous day, but he goes 22 of 35 for 285 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Rushing wise, Miles Sanders, 20 attempts for 104 yards and 2 touchdowns, and Cameron Glass ran in for 1. Receiving wise, no one really tore the day up. Gallup and Floyd Bryant are the only 2 to catch touchdowns. Defensively, leading the team in tackles was DeMarcus Lawrence with 8. Tackles for loss, Lawrence got 3. And DeMarcus Lawrence sacked him 4 times. I think Lawrence is going to break the sack record at this rate. Josh Favors got 1, Jonathan Greenard got 1, Zach Bradham got 1, and Pat Bergantz and Shaquille Griffin, our corners, shared 1. Yeah, it looks like our defense gave Herbert fits all day. 16 of 27, 149 yards, no touchdowns, and 1 interception. Rushing wise, Austin Eckler 11 for 41, and then receiving wise, Eckler also led the team there, 5 for 54. And I was just curious because I didn't check this, but Grant Delpit was the one that got the interception. Ramon Kyle gets an upgrade. We're going to upgrade his field general ability and see what he gets for a boost here. He gets +1 to block shedding, play rec, speed, tackle, and zone coverage. And it looks like Joe Spitzer gets an upgrade. We're going to upgrade his scrambler ability like we did last time to hopefully get some like throw on the run and stuff like that. +3 to break sack, throw accuracy short, and throw under pressure. I will at least take the throw under pressure boost. And rookie 6th round pick Gabe Waddle, who was one of the guys that was like projected in round 1 or 2 that we took at like the end of the 6th, also gets another upgrade. And we'll upgrade his deep threat. He gets +1 to awareness, deep route, medium route, and release. And then our 1st round pick from this last year, Zach Bradham, also gets an upgrade. We'll upgrade his power rusher ability just because we're trying to get him as good as possible, because now it looks like we may not bring back Jonathan Greenard. At the beginning of the season, I thought we were going to let DeMarcus Lawrence walk and re-sign Greenard, but it may be the opposite now. Coach, you called on your defense to keep Justin Herbert in check, and they had a stellar game in today's victory. What impressed you the most about the defense? The unrelenting pass rush. 5 sacks or 6 sacks, 7 sacks, something like that. It all starts with those guys up front creating pressure and wreaking havoc. They made him uncomfortable all game long and made it tough for him to get going. All defensive linemen and linebackers will have +5 finesse and power moves for the next 2 games, which is huge considering we only have 2 games left on the season. We do have another injury to add to our list. Right outside linebacker Sean Colvin, who is one of the backups, apparently has a pulled groin and will miss the next 2 weeks. Alright, I believe the results of this game right here will determine if I am going to simulate the last week or watch it. We may end up watching it anyway just because of how close everything is here. But let's go ahead and simulate the game against the Raiders. And we take down the Las Vegas Raiders in overtime, 34-31, to extend our win streak to 6 games. It looks like once again Spitzer did not have a terrific day, but we got the win. He goes 24 of 32 for 319 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. Rushing wise, Miles Sanders 17 for 127 and a touchdown. Stevenson ran in for a touchdown, and so did Spitzer. Receiving wise, Lamar Boswell 8 for 93, and Brian Tyson caught the only touchdown. Defensively, leading the team in tackles is Shaquille Griffin with 10. Tackles for loss was DeMarcus Lawrence with 2, and sacks DeMarcus Lawrence got 2. I'm pretty sure he at least has the record or is close to the record now. And did we get a pick? No, we did not. It looks like Derek Carr is still their quarterback as of right now. He goes 28 of 47 for 346 yards and 3 touchdowns. Rushing wise, Josh Jacobs 16 for 80 yards, and Jalen Wall ran in for a touchdown. And receiving wise, Darren Waller 8 for 99. So apparently today was the day for tight ends as they both combined for 90 plus yards. And then Josh Jacobs caught a touchdown. McCole Hardman is now a Raider and he caught a touchdown. And Josh Spitzer caught a touchdown. And Cameron Glass gets an upgrade, so we'll upgrade his elusive back, get him to a 72 overall. And let's see what upgrades he gets. Ball carrier vision, carrying, and +2 to spin move. And then Brian Tyson gets another upgrade, so we'll upgrade his deep threat once again. With his boost, he is a 98 overall. And here he gets +1 to acceleration, catch in traffic, catching, release, and spectacular catch. Let's recap this season. We started week 1 against Indianapolis and won in a last-second Hail Mary type situation to go to 1-0. We then lost 6 straight games to fall to 1-6 on the year, and I was pretty sure the season was dead. Then we beat the Colts again, then the 49ers. So here we are 3-6, then we lose to Atlanta and fall to 3-7. And I was dead certain that this season was dead. Then we beat Kansas City and we're 4-7, and I said unless we win out, we have no chance. Then we had the bye week, and then I left off the last episode before we played Seattle. So we start today's episode with a good win in Seattle where Spitzer throws 5 touchdowns. Then we kill the Jets, get a good win over the Titans, kill the Chargers, and beat, at the time, the 11-4 Raiders. So I said we needed to win out, and the team has stepped up to the challenge, and now our next opponent is at Jacksonville. And here are the standings for the AFC South currently. They are 10-6, we are 9-7. So obviously if we beat them, we would both be 10-7. So the deciding factor would be our division win-loss record, and we would be 4-2 and they would be 3-3 if we beat them. So it looks like the next game is winner take all for the division. But looking at the playoff picture right now, we are still the 7th seed. So if it ended after this week, we would be in the playoffs right now. And after starting 1-6, I think that's a pretty impressive turnaround. I kind of wish we had been playing like this all year, because then we could be where like Baltimore is. But it's whatever at this point. Let's just get into the playoffs and see if we can make another run at a Super Bowl. But yeah, we have managed to turn this season around, and the next game will be pretty much a winner take all for the division and a guaranteed playoff spot.